Imagine a structure so massive it dwarfs anything on land, yet it lies hidden beneath miles of ocean. We're talking about an underwater monument, a leviathan of engineering that shouldn't exist. Could it be a natural wonder? Or evidence of a lost civilization far more advanced than our own? What if everything we know about ancient civilizations is wrong? Deep beneath the waves, an colossal, enigmatic structure defies explanation, forcing us to question its origins. Was it built by human hands or something far more mysterious, hinting at a purpose we can barely comprehend? The world beneath the waves holds secrets far deeper than we can imagine. From sunken cities whispered about in myth to geometric formations that defy easy explanation. For centuries, tales have persisted of vast, stone structures lying on the ocean floor, dismissed as legend or sailor's fancy. But as modern technology peels back the ocean's veil, we're finding that some of these legends might be rooted in a stunning reality. From the enigmatic Yonaguni Monument off the coast of Japan to the supposed Bimini Road in the Bahamas, these discoveries force us to question the very foundations of our known history. Could these be mere tricks of geology, or are we looking at the waterlogged ruins of civilizations lost to time? The search for answers takes us to the turbulent intersection of science, speculation, and the enduring human quest to understand our past. Could nature alone be responsible for these breathtaking underwater anomalies? On the surface, the arguments are compelling. Geologists point to natural processes that could, in theory, sculpt such impressive features. Tectonic shifts, for instance, can fracture rock along straight lines, creating step-like terraces and sharp 90-degree angles that mimic man-made construction. The process of columnar jointing, where cooling lava contracts and cracks into geometric pillars, is another powerful candidate, often cited to explain formations like the Giant's Causeway. Furthermore, submarine volcanoes can extrude rock in unusual ways, while relentless erosion from powerful ocean currents can carve soft stone into seemingly deliberate shapes over millennia. However, these natural explanations begin to falter under closer scrutiny. While they can account for some features, they struggle to explain the sheer scale, complexity, and apparent intentionality seen in places like Yonaguni, where a massive central structure is flanked by what appears to be a carved stone head and even a tiered stadium. When we dive deeper into the evidence, the case against a purely natural origin becomes even stronger. Seismic data and sonar scans of these sites often reveal a level of organization and symmetry that is statistically improbable in natural rock formations. The Bimini Road, for example, consists of large rectangular limestone blocks that appear to be arranged in a linear J-shaped pattern, something rarely produced by simple erosion or sediment deposition. Material analysis further complicates the natural theory. In some cases, the composition of the stones doesn't match the surrounding seabed, suggesting they were transported from elsewhere. But perhaps the most compelling argument against nature is the uncanny regularity and repetition of patterns. Seeing one straight line is a coincidence. Seeing multiple parallel lines, perfect right angles, and circular formations assembled in a complex, interconnected layout pushes the boundaries of geological possibility. It's this persistent, almost architectural signature that leads many researchers to look beyond conventional explanations. This is where the lost civilization hypothesis enters the picture. A tantalizing and highly controversial idea that captures the imagination. This theory proposes that these structures are not natural at all, but are the remnants of advanced, ancient societies that flourished long before the dawn of recorded history in Sumeria or Egypt. Proponents suggest that a cataclysmic event, such as the end of the last ice age around 12,000 years ago, could have caused sea levels to rise dramatically, submerging coastal cities and leaving their stone monuments hidden beneath the waves. This timeline would place these builders in a period we typically associate with primitive hunter-gatherers, challenging our entire understanding of human development. While mainstream archaeology remains skeptical, citing a lack of definitive tools, inscriptions, or artifacts, the sheer existence of these structures serves as a powerful "what if?" They hint at a forgotten chapter of the human story, a world of unknown mariners and master builders whose legacy has been swallowed by the sea. The debate rages on, but one thing is certain. The ocean's depths still guard mysteries that could rewrite history as we know it, leaving us to wonder what other secrets lie waiting to be discovered. Have you ever looked at a photograph so strange, so out of place, that it seems to defy all logic? A picture that suggests a history far older and more mysterious than we could ever imagine? In 1964, a research vessel named the USNS Eltanin, while on a mission to photograph the seafloor west of Cape Horn, captured just such an image. This photograph, taken at a depth of nearly 4,000 meters or 13,000 feet, shows what appears to be a symmetrical, antenna-like structure rising from the desolate ocean floor. This object, now famously known as the Eltanin antenna, has fueled decades of debate. Is it a strange, unknown marine organism? Or could it be something else entirely? A relic of a forgotten technology, an artifact left by an ancient, non-human intelligence? Let's dive deep into one of the ocean's most enduring enigmas. The sheer difficulty of building anything at such profound depths makes the idea of a constructed artifact almost unthinkable. At nearly 4,000 meters below the surface, the environmental challenges are monumental. The pressure is crushing, exerting over 400 times the force of the atmosphere at sea level, enough to implode most conventional submarines. This abyss is a realm of perpetual darkness, untouched by sunlight, where the temperature hovers just above freezing. For any civilization, human or otherwise, to engineer a structure in this environment would require a level of technological mastery that pushes the boundaries of imagination. The logistics of transporting materials, assembling components, and ensuring stability against immense hydrostatic forces in total blackness present a set of problems that even our most advanced engineering struggles to solve today. The mere survival of such a precise symmetrical object over what could be millennia is a testament to its hypothetical resilience. To even begin to conceptualize how such a structure could have been built, we must venture into the realm of speculative science. The materials used would need to possess incredible compressive strength, far surpassing titanium or specialized steel alloys. Perhaps some form of crystalline or metallic substance, atomically engineered to be both lightweight for transport and strong enough to resist the abyssal pressure, was employed. Construction might have been carried out not by humanoid builders, but by autonomous, AI-driven drones designed to operate with precision in the dark, cold depths. These theoretical machines could have used advanced fabrication techniques, like a form of deep-sea 3D printing, extruding, and welding materials on site. Alternatively, the structure might have been grown, using a bioengineered process that harnesses minerals directly from the seawater, allowing it to self-assemble over time like a coral reef, but with perfect geometric precision. When we contrast these hypothetical methods with our current deep-sea engineering capabilities, the gap is staggering. Humanity's deepest constructions are primarily oil rigs and subsea pipelines, typically limited to depths of around 3,000 meters. And even those are immense, costly undertakings that push our technology to its absolute limits. We rely heavily on remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, for maintenance and assembly. but these are tethered to surface ships and are far from the autonomous, intelligent builders needed for such a project. The Eltanin antenna, with its delicate rod-like protrusions and symmetrical design, appears far more complex and refined than our functional brute force subsea hardware. If it is indeed an artifact, its creators possessed a command of material science and robotics that remains far beyond our grasp, capable of placing a sophisticated instrument in one of the planet's most inhospitable locations. Ultimately, the Eltanin antenna remains a captivating puzzle. While the most accepted scientific explanation points to it being a rare species of carnivorous sponge, the Cladorhisa concrescens, its uncanny resemblance to a technological artifact keeps the debate alive. It forces us to question our assumptions about the history of our own planet and the possibilities that might lie hidden in its deepest, darkest corners. Was this strange object captured in 1964 just a trick of nature, a bizarre life form that evolved to mimic technology? Or is it a silent, solitary beacon, a forgotten piece of machinery from a time or a people we know nothing about, waiting patiently on the ocean floor? The truth, like the object itself, remains shrouded in the profound, crushing darkness of the abyss. The year was 2017 when the first anomalous signal pierced the quiet hum of the research vessel's sonar bay, painting a ghostly image on the screen. Deep beneath the waves, far from any known shipwreck routes or charted geological features, something lay hidden on the abyssal plain. The initial sonar passes returned grainy, indistinct images hinting at a structure of immense size. It was a smudge, a whisper in the data, but it was enough to spark a flicker of intense curiosity among the deep sea mapping team. They had been charting a relatively unexplored trench, expecting to find volcanic vents and strange new life, not an enigma that seemed to defy the very laws of nature. The first low-resolution scan suggested something vast, something with contours too regular, too deliberate to be a product of natural geological processes. It was a shape that didn't belong, a shadow lurking in the perpetual darkness of the ocean floor, silently waiting. This was no ordinary seamount or peculiar rock formation. The sheer scale was the first clue. Initial estimates placed its length at over 2 kilometers, a monolithic presence that dwarfed any known shipwreck. But it was the geometry that truly baffled the geologists and oceanographers who pored over the data. The object displayed a series of right angles and long, impossibly straight lines that ran for hundreds of meters without deviation. Nature, for all its wondrous complexity, rarely works in perfect lines and sharp, manufactured-looking corners. Tectonic plates shift, volcanoes erupt, and sediment settles, creating a world of curves, fractures, and organic chaos. This object, however, possessed a geometric precision that screamed of artifice. It felt wrong. The implications were staggering, sending ripples of excitement and disbelief through the scientific community. If this wasn't natural, then what was it? And more importantly, who or what could have built it in a place so hostile to human existence, under crushing pressures that would obliterate a submarine? The initial discovery was just the beginning of a long and arduous journey into the unknown. Moving from grainy speculation to concrete evidence would require a monumental effort, pushing the boundaries of deep-sea exploration technology. The team began planning a new expedition, one that would trade wide-beam sonar for high-resolution imaging and robotic submersibles. The mission was clear: to get a closer look, to deploy ROVs armed with powerful lights and 4K cameras to navigate the object's strange topography. It was a high-stakes endeavor, venturing thousands of meters below the surface to confront a mystery that challenged our understanding of history, engineering, and perhaps even our place in the universe. The journey from that first puzzling sonar blip to the deployment of cutting-edge deep-sea technology was underway. A modern odyssey to unveil the secrets of this silent, colossal anomaly hidden in the planet's last great frontier.